Ran out of memory. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that these fit now, like I was saying. So it goes right in like that. I want my wires to run that direction, so set it in like that. And get my fingers right. Okay, and I'm off just a little bit. Let me pop it back. I want it right like that. It doesn't have to be exact, but that's a nice snug fit, like I was saying. There we go. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So I'll come back, I'm gonna put all these in. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I want to sand this first. Let me show you a trick. I don't know if it's a trick. Pop this back out. Since we're in drill press mode, I don't want to mess with my sander. I've done this with segmented rings, one of my first videos. We'll take the disc sander and hook it into drill press mode here, and then sand this flat. I'll be back. Alright, so we've got our disc set down here. I'll bring it down just, can you see? Yes, just so it's touching my piece of wood right there, and we're going to lock that down in place. There we go. All sanding 1350, so we'll set this up to 1350 RPM. Should have had this on before, but give you an idea. Okay, 1350 on. There we go. Keep both hands on. This is grabby. It's not the safest thing to do, but I didn't want to have to change over. Just show how smooth that got right there, rough right here, because it's not totally flat. So we'll take our other one, we're going to do the same thing. It's like a poor man's thickness planer. Thickness planer. Alright, so I'm going to bring that in, just bring that down just ever so slightly more. And I've done this before. You just got to take small bites at it. Don't try to do too much at once. Okay. I'm taking my two boards back to back so that they're the same thickness when I'm done. I'll be back. Alright, all done sanding. Here's the back. Pretty rough. There's the front sanded. So that's how they'll be. And these will be above head. So hopefully that'll be plenty of light back there. Should be. Came out okay. Pretty dusty. Not a good way of doing dust collection when you're sanding with this disc sander this way. Just be really careful. I am not the safest guy. Remember, don't do as I do, but I'll show you how I get around some stuff. And I try to be as very careful as possible. I took very small passes and held on really tight. So it works, you know. It's a nice finish now, and I didn't have to go through a lot of changeover with the Shopsmith. So it's one thing you can do, sort of like a thickness planer, not as nearly as good, but it can be done. You can do almost like a thickness planer by using your disc sander in that form. And somebody was asking me about that the other day on a comment about the sled that I made for the thickness planer, saying that they didn't have room for a joiner. But here's another way of getting wood down to the way you want it. Hey, welcome back. All right. I showed you that earlier, but I put some butcher block conditioner. It's all I had on this because I want to keep the grain showing, the real wood. So it worked out nice on cedar. It's nice and smooth and shiny. And here, I'll go ahead and give the. There we go. Can we see that? Maybe, maybe not. Yay. So that's how it's going to work. And those will be coming from overhead. Looks nice. I'm going to do the whole interior cabinetry in cedar, I think. So we'll turn that off for now. We'll get ready to do the other one. I did some measuring, and about 1 inch in will be where I need to drill a hole through to go up to the bolts for the overhead carrier for this to bolt onto. So moving right along. Okay guys, working on the cabinets. We'll cut this one piece here, or a cabinet I should say. We're just using cedar. Got our 4 pieces. This will be the framing of it. Doesn't have to be too structurally sound, but that's how we'll build those. We'll get some pocket screws in here to hold this all together, and then we'll move on. Just kind of showing you, we are building this camper with a Shopsmith, so you can see, but you know, why spend too much time watching you cut everything. But this will be the main frame for the batteries. This will cover the batteries.